the Podical Sons.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone in the world, because neither one of us don't have any law degrees. I'm Marvelous / Mario.
And I'm not your average Joseph, this week Luigi.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. Now for the folks that's listening, the reason why I sound friggin' Mario is because now I got mic number one, damn it. So y'all gonna love me and stuff for that. I'm in his house running shit. And it feels great.
And I'm player number 2, playing the usual Marvin role, but it's all, it's all good. It's all good, I guess, for this one time until, I sort out the proper situation that things happen the way it should happen.
Well, you know how the old school movement stuff, whatever. You know how that go, whatever. You know, with the old Nintendo system and stuff, whatever. Big brother gets, Mario. Little brother gets Luigi. That's not the case. It's a new world, new day. Today. To this day.
All right. Okay, all right. We're rolling. We're rolling with this one. All right, so let's start the show.
How you feeling, though? Everything all good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm about to get myself some gold coins. They're playing on this position over here.
Yo, get your coins, man. I'm telling you, get your coins.
Get my coins, man. Get my coins.
Get your coins, man. Nah, man.
Listen, before we start the show, just want to remind everybody that we are on YouTube. So
yes, true indeed.
Tell your friends who don't have the podcast etiquette and the regular podcast formats, the iTunes, the Google Play, the Stitcher, the Spotify, that they can now catch us on YouTube. All right. So Podical Sons, just like how it is on everything else. The IG, the Twitter, if you're on those, hit us up, add us, like us. We're here to serve you, and we're doing it in every way possible.
Absolutely. I fully agree. So let's get into the shits, man.
Yeah. What's up?
Little girlie who died. Her pops?
Yes.
You wanted to get into it and stuff, whatever. Me personally, Roopesh Rajkumar, the man who killed his daughter on Valentine's Day, with the whole Amber Alert situation that happened last week. A lot of people, they weren't too fond of it, but the little girl ended up popped up dead. R.I.P. to her. Her funeral was this week, and actually her father died.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just wanted to really touch upon this because I think I had a discussion with one of my friends who is currently in Guyana, and he mentioned the fact that, usually in a case like this where the father kills the child or the family member kills another family member, they usually take their own life. And he was kind of saying, this guy's a bastard for, trying to, ending his daughter's life and leaving himself still alive. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the case, and I guess nobody didn't really know much about it because it was almost like an information that the police didn't let out until I think it was like maybe days later. And how they did it was basically homeboy was in the hospital from a self-inflicted wound. They didn't even. I don't even think they mentioned that it was a gunshot wound.
Yeah, that shit sounds a bit dodgy, mate.
Yeah, so it seemed kind of weird because when he did pass, and I found out the information that it was a gunshot wound, I was almost like, okay, well, when did it happen? Because again,
he was under custody.
He was under custody, and they didn't mention anything about any self-inflicted wound. But it turns out he passed from a gunshot wound, and the story just continues to get more tragic. It's one thing to take a child's life, but it's another thing when you're taking your own life as well. And who knows why he took his life? Maybe he didn't want to face the music. Mm-hmm. But maybe it was just a case where, the mentality just wasn't stable, and we see a lot of that in these type of situations. So,
but my thing, what I always try to ask and stuff is that you have a situation like this, do we really always pawn the situation off to a mental health issue, where that this individual, I feel like every parent or parental figure views their child as something else, right?
Right.
You can view your child as this, your second chance at life. Some people, who just have kids just for welfare purposes and stuff, for that money, to look at the kid as just a paycheck.
Yeah.
And some people look at their kids, I guess, in this case, like a revenge tool, like towards like the spouse or former lover and everything like that. I feel like that's a parental type of thing and stuff, whatever. And like, if you look, or if this individual did look at their kid as like a parental, from a parental point of view, as a revenge tool and stuff, whatever, you were in your mind, body, and spirit to know for a fact that your intentions were good to begin with.
Right.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, how am I going to try to pawn this off as a mental health illness type of situation when you knew with all your faculties that you were planning to do something kind of fucked up like this?
Well, again, I mean, think about if I'm looking at it from the nature of the crime, right?
All right.
I can't speak for anybody else, but for me personally, for me to want to take my own child's life, I would have to think that I'm somehow, somewhere mentally unstable. Something's not clicking in my head righteously.
But that's what I'm saying. That's you, though, because that's the thing and stuff. That's you. You can't expect the whole world to think like you. Told me that several thousands of times.
Yes.
You can't expect the world to think like you, because you're your own individual. You're your own entity. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this person, to say that they're even... Like, even if you're about to slap a child, whatever, right?
Right.
There's some part in your hand, like in your head, like when you're raising your hand up, some last final thoughts is going through before you go through the full swing with it. If you're going to slap them with a belt or with your bare hand and everything like that, whatever, you're still somewhere there.
Yeah.
So, I don't feel like I'm writing this one off as mental health. That's just me. I just feel like this person just had bad thoughts, bad intentions to begin with, and that be that. But
I mean, that would have to be almost like a whole carry through, right? Because he had his daughter because I'm thinking not only because it was like maybe the regular visitation, but also due to the fact that it was coming up to her birthday, right? And one of the things that I've been hearing was that I think he was arguing to keep her one more day. And I think that's where where everything started off. I'm not sure if the mom,
that was like the final straw that broke the camel's back. So that's why it snapped in his head.
I'm not sure if the mom was refusing and saying, you got to bring her home now.
Right.
And it just turned out to be an entire argument over the phone where he actually told the wife that he was gonna physically harm the daughter and himself. So
yikes.
Yeah, man, it's a very tragic situation again. That girl, she had so much potential that she wasn't even aware of at 11 years old.
Yeah, I don't me myself personally, I don't mess with like children's funerals.
Yeah.
I'm so much on the fence when it comes to those things, because I feel like I've been to a kid funeral before, and to see an itty bitty coffin and to know for a fact that they got stripped away from their chance at adult life, it hurts me too much. I went to 2 and I told myself never again, whatever. So hope to God that I don't have to go. But I mean, yeah, those things suck, man.
Yeah, I mean, when I want to say my early to mid 20s, a friend of mine who used to live on the street, they moved, but she had a daughter, and I was very fond of the daughter. I mean, it's just I would have to say maybe 8 or 9.
How old were you?
Like I said, maybe early 20s to like mid 20s.
Okay.
But they lived maybe like maybe 4 or 5 houses down from my parents' house, and like everybody knew. It was, you know, the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knew each other on the street, and I remember one time she had gotten mad at her mother, and she said she moving up to the Josephs. Her mom was like, "Okay, go," and she had got her bags together and stuff like that, and she walked up to she like she's coming.
If you plan to run away, you have to pack a toy.
Yeah, you
gotta pack a toy.
But yeah, they had moved off the street, and you know, I forget where they were living, but her and some other kids were playing. I don't know if it was tag or hide and go seek, and she was in between. It was close to the sidewalk where the cars were parked, and I guess she ran out between two parked cars, and an oncoming car didn't see her.
Yikes!
And as quick as that, she had lost her life. And yeah, it hit me. I never went to the funeral, but it hit me because again, I knew her. I spoke with her. Beautiful young girl. You know what I mean? And to just know that just in an instant her life was gone, you know what I mean? And you in a situation like that where the driver didn't have enough time to react. You know what I mean? It's a much different situation. So no, you gotta feel for the driver because
they gotta live with the postpartum type of stuff.
They gotta live with that, right? And again, you couldn't really do nothing about it, like as from a driver's standpoint. So it's just one of those things, man. It's tragic when you're right when kids lose their life at such an early age. You know what I mean? Like they like I had a friend who passed away at 19, and I thought that was way too early to be going. You know what I mean? Much less somebody at 11 or somebody at the age of 8 or 9.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like again, R.I.P. to her or whatever. Hopefully.
R.I.P. to her. You know what I mean? Prayers, condolences to the family.
I don't got no prayers to that dude though. That's just me. Rest in hell.
I don't got no prayers.
Rest in hell to that dude.
But again, I think we need to start looking at and it might not be the situation in this case, but you know, for the past maybe year or so, I've been hearing a lot of men going through a lot of mental health issues, whether it be due to the fact of stress, home life. You know, there's a whole bunch of things that can trigger it, man. And
well, yeah, I mean, because think about it, like as a little boy, you were raised not to cry, like don't cry out loud, right?
Right.
Big boys don't cry.
Big boys don't cry.
Big boys don't cry, right? If you cry, I'm gonna say it. Back in the day, if you cry, it was more of a girl type of thing. It's okay for a girl to cry, but it's not okay for a man to cry.
Yeah.
Or a boy to cry. So hence, if you raise a little boy with that whole mind state and that intention and everything, so by the time they become an adult, they're not supposed to show emotions or feelings and stuff like that, whatever. It's going to weigh a toll on their mental.
Yeah, it's going to bottle up.
And then it takes that one straw to break the camel's back, right? So, I mean, I get it, but my thing and stuff is that you still need someone to talk to, whether it be like a good friend, somebody worthy enough for your time, or even a shrink, or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you still need that release.
Yeah, of course.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you're not trying to be part of your own rescue before it gets to a point where you can't control it and stuff, whatever, you have to be held accountable for your actions.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
You know, I guess it's a tricky situation. I mean, exactly what you're saying. I mean, we're not taught to share our emotions, so we keep a lot of things bottled up. But you know, I'd like to take this chance to, you know, address any listeners, whether you're male or female. If you feel in that sort of situation, then the best thing is to talk to somebody. You know, get those emotions out. And you know, sometimes you're not even looking for the help, but sometimes you're just looking to express how you feel. and that can almost be some sort of release, some form of tension or whatever.
Venting is good.
Venting is very good.
Venting is good, man.
Venting is good. Sometimes
because you get all that pressure and stuff will build up, pressure bucks pipes.
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah. That's the reality of it. So
yeah, man. On to the next one, man. Gucci issues a public apology. Quite frankly, after all these designers and all this type of stuff, whatever, it goes back to exactly what you were saying and stuff, whatever. It's just a publicity hype. It's just publicity stunts and stuff, whatever. Because it's easy for them to issue an apology. Because I thought about like what you said.
Yeah.
That it has to pass through so many goddamn hands for someone to say, the optics don't seem right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, they're doing, and when they go through with it, whatever, it's clearly a publicity stunt. And to make some noise and stuff and everything, to shake a few cages and stuff, whatever. And for them to do these type of things, quite frankly, I don't know. Me, I don't follow trends. I set them. So I would never fall suit. Even if I had the money and stuff for like a Gucci, Prada, and all that type of stuff, whatever like that, would I choose to spend my money on that? Probably a hell no. I'm a creature of habit. I got my specific type of style that I work with.
Yeah.
And they don't fall into the category.
I mean, yeah, and that's me. Maybe if I was younger and at that point in my life I could afford a Gucci or something like that, and then I bought it and then kind of maybe rocked with it. But now that I'm older, I can find better uses for my money and still be very fashionable.
Right.
But yeah, I guess I coined a term for it. I call it racist marketing, because that's it. To me, that's simply what they're doing. They know they're out to offend the public with whatever garment that they make, but they don't care. It's a situation where they're being talked about, and I think that's more important to them than anything else. They always know that they can issue an apology.
Yeah.
And black people are one of the most forgiving set of people on the face of the earth. Either that or we have memory relapse.
Are we? Are we though?
Listen, man. People was boycotting football till the Super Bowl came around.
But some people just ran Super Bowl and stuff whatever just cause, and probably I heard a lot of chatter from a lot of people that like they didn't really watch the Super Bowl to watch the Super Bowl, whatever, right? Like me personally, I never said I would boycott the NFL and stuff like that, but I didn't really watch the Super Bowl to watch it. I just wanted to say I put my bets out there and stuff like that to say like, all right, I know this is what's gonna happen, this is what it's gonna look like, and at the same time, me and my wife, we were chopping it up. So I mean, I probably spent like an actual while out of all the minutes of the Super Bowl. Probably like maybe like 10 minutes to 12 minutes. Less than 15 minutes, definitely.
By the summertime, Gucci gonna put out some fire sneakers. They're gonna put out some fire little jogging outfit, some fire glasses. They're gonna get one or two superstars to rock them. Black people gonna look at it and say, yo, they said sorry.
Niggas ain't burning nothing, man. Let me tell you something. I went to go get me a slice the other day.
Yeah.
When I went to go get a slice, the dude came in there, pants sagging, all the above. Black dude. And he had his Gucci belt on deck. I don't know if it was real. I don't know if it was fake.
It's probably Gucci.
But it's like, it had a G on there or whatever. So if it was a Gucci, it was Gucci. Not Gucci. It was Gucci. And he rocked that bitch with no shame in his game and stuff after all of this. So, dudes ain't burning that Gucci, man.
Look at Kunutambo at the All-Star game. He was sitting down courtside relaxed in his Gucci sweater.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys and stuff, whatever, like, I don't know. I don't know if black people are forgiven, but I think black people have the best memory relapse and stuff, whatever. I want to say they have, most of them, a good portion of them have a memory of a goldfish.
Well, so, I mean, within the month of February, we had Gucci, right? And of course, when the whole Gucci thing popped off, a whole lot of old issues came back. There was the
Prada Montclair,
the Prada with the monkey perfume.
Yeah.
There was the Montclair with the blackface jacket. And the recent thing I seen was Burberry with a sweater that had the drawstring as a noose. So, again, I don't know if it's because it's a Black History Month that we see all these things become more prevalent.
This ain't Black History Month. It needs to be rescheduled to June. It needs to be rescheduled to June.
We need to reschedule it to June?
Hell yeah, man. Because I look at it and stuff as that, like, what was it? Juneteenth. Like, you know, when the whole slavery thing was being abolished?
Yeah.
We need to reschedule this one for June. So 2019 Black History Month has now been declared by the Podical Sons. Well, fuck that. If you don't want to claim it, I'll claim it. For my half of the Podical Sons, back to June. So Black History Month is Black History Month should be 365, point blank, period. Let me just say that. But the main Black History Month for the other races to know is going to now be scheduled for June 2019 because this February, it's been all types of shatter and wrong.
Just all sorts of wrong, man. It's funny because when the month jumped off and I started seeing all the posts, the first thing I said was, listen, they need to just finally just can this Black History Month bullshit and teach Black history 365 days of the year, because after this month, the other 11 months, I'm still Black. You understand? And
are you though? Well, you know, in December when it gets kind of cold though, you know, some people might have the Michael Jackson Vitiligo thing popping off.
Look, bro.
I'm fucking with you.
In December when it gets real cold,
yeah,
I'm Caribbean Black.
The hell is that?
That's that when you shiver extra strong because you're supposed to have some sunlight in your life. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
that's
you're
me.
freezing your raw Rasta nenes off.
Yeah, right,
okay,
right.
Okay, I got you.
But again, I mean, and like I said, we should just be part of history, period. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When they're giving out history lessons or when they say on this day, I don't need to know the person was Black. If he showed me a picture of dude, I will see that he's Black.
I think it depends on who. That case, to me, I feel like it goes on the speaker, not so the listener. So I want to say, if you're going to talk about, like, let's say if you go on a tour on Planters, right? Planters, the Peanuts Company and everything, like, whatever.
Right.
You're going to bring up George Washington Carver. Like, that should be a must.
Yeah.
In the conversation and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't just wait till February to bring up George Washington Carver.
Of course.
Right? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's all towards the speaker. And if the speaker chooses to say they want to talk about Planters, Peanuts, and not bring up the founder of Peanuts and everything like that, whatever,
right,
then it's a problem.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're still going to bring it up and stuff, whatever, like, you conduct this tour of the Planters Company and everything and stuff, whatever, like in November, and George Washington Carver comes up as a conversation piece and stuff, whatever, I'm fine with that. But I think, again, it's towards the speaker, more so the listener. Because if you're teaching it, you'll be the speaker.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're in class and everything, if you're taking a lesson and everything it's more so you're the listener. So as the speaker now, it's up to you to say, Martin Luther King, he was all for this situation, the no hunger strike, which he learned from Gandhi, and then you talk about Gandhi.
Yeah.
And this could be in middle suburb of America where a predominantly all white class, and Martin Luther King and Gandhi still should come up in the same conversation.
Of course.
So my thing and stuff is that I agree with you with the 365, but it just should be just straight in regular conversation. It shouldn't just pick a specific month to kind of bring certain type of people and stuff to a light with us. So that's why I always feel the type of way and stuff, whatever, where Black people don't really have to prove themselves. I feel like Black people right now, we're at a point right now, me personally, this is just my opinion, that we're at a point we don't really have to prove ourselves to other races. We the shit.
Yeah, well,
we dictate cool, we dictate a lot of things and stuff, whatever. Words, mannerisms, a whole bunch of things and stuff like whatever. So we don't really have to prove anything to anybody. And if you want proof in that, whatever, there's been a BET way before, there's been like a CET, a Chinese Entertainment Network, or Asian Entertainment Network, whatever.
Yeah.
Or an Indian Entertainment Network and stuff, whatever, to the mainstream. So, I mean, that's the proof in the pudding and stuff for it to itself. But no one should hold feelings. That's just from my side. That's just from my side and stuff. Whatever.
No, we shouldn't hold feelings from anything. Anybody who's making a contribution, whether it's black, white, Chinese, Indian, should be noted.
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely
should be. And again, you don't need to tell me what color they are. If I'm seeing an image of them, I'll already know.
And that's why I feel like that's how you can pick out the racist people and stuff, whatever. Like, I use that in my conversation to break down the racists and stuff, whatever. Like, if I'm talking to somebody, like, if I'm talking about you,
yeah,
right? You got a basic name and stuff, whatever. I want to say a basic name where you don't know if the person's black, white, or whatever descent. So if I'm saying, like, Joseph.
Right.
Right? If I'm saying Joseph, you don't know what the person's nationality may be. But if the listener might just jump up and say, cut up mid-conversation and stuff, whatever. And if I say this, I run with a bootleg story like, Joseph was harassed by the police and stuff, whatever, right? You could probably say, Joseph might be black.
Right.
Right? But if I say, yo, the boy Joseph was cracking his joke and everything and stuff, whatever, and Joe was wilding out and everything like that, and the person's like, is he black or is he white? That's a racist person right there. Because what does that have to do with you cracking the joke?
That shouldn't have to
it has nothing to do with
anything.
Exactly.
Right,
but that's what I'm saying. People want stuff for that. That's how I always use those things as monikers and stuff for that. And I realized that, like, me being in Canada,
yeah,
I realized that the main concern and stuff about people in Canada and stuff is they're more fixated on your background.
Yes.
Why? And that's the thing that always blows my mind and stuff, whatever. Why they are fixated with your background? Because my thing and stuff is that if we're going in and stuff, whatever, we're just talking and stuff, whatever. Like, I'm in my barbershop one day, I'm talking, and somebody's like, you sound like you're from America. So I'm like, yeah. They're like, what's your background? So I looked at the barbershop, whatever, it had gray walls. I'm like, it's gray. And the chick, she caught an attitude. I'm like, why are you catching an attitude for? Why does it in any of your concern or why you feeling the type of way and stuff if I don't want to tell you my background? Would that dictate and change the conversation that I'm having?
See, Canada is the melting pot where nothing really melts.
And so say the Suns. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm glad you said that. Go ahead, continue. Run with that.
Okay, you see when a foreigner goes to America.
Yeah, you go there to be American.
They go there and they become an American citizen. And when you ask them, what are they? They'll tell you, I'm American.
Correct.
In Canada, you ask somebody what they are, they'll tell you everything else. But
they're Canadian. And that's the bullshit that kills me. That's what I'm saying. That's the shit that kills me. Because look, one day I'm at work and stuff, whatever, right? And there was this lady and stuff, whatever, saying, I said something like, Canadian people and stuff are kind of different. Remember, I'm coming with the American background. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, Canadian people and stuff are different. The lady said, I know. I was raised, like, I come from an Italian background. So I said, oh, you were born in Italy. When did you come to Canada? The lady said, no. I was born in Canada.
Born in Canada,
so I'm like,
yeah.
You're fucking Canadian.
Of course, right. Exactly, right?
That makes no damn sense to me. And they do that all the time.
All the time. All the time. I mean, whenever anybody asks me, because I know where they're getting at. You know, the first thing they want to know is what my background is. So they're looking for me to say some part of the Caribbean, right? They don't expect that I could be born somewhere outside of the Caribbean,
like Scandinavia,
or even if I'm born in, let's say, Scandinavia.
Tell them you're from Norway, man.
I still have to have some sort of Caribbean background. So I'll always answer them and say, listen, I'm British by birth, a Canadian by citizenship, born to Jamaican parents.
You're fucking Lennox Lewis.
That's me.
You're Lennox Lewis without the dreads. You're Lennox Lewis without the dreads.
That's me, all the way. You know, understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm Canadian. I'm here. Yeah. I got a citizenship.
True.
I represent the country. Even though I'm still kind of, I know we touched about it on some podcasts podcasts ago, I'm still confused whether or not if I could be deported back to England if I commit some sort of weird crime.
Hope not. Hope not.
But I'm gonna be on my P's and Q's because I like Canada. I want to stay.
I'm about to say, hope not, because it'll be the Podical son, or this bitch will be on an online thing. You'll be doing it from the UK.
Can you hear me? It's the connection still keeping in. Yeah, we're good. You know, overseas don't really work too well.
We'll get some fiber optics and stuff in. You know. I want to touch on Zion Williamson and his whole Nike fiasco. Zion Williamson, the Duke basketball player.
Yeah.
The other day he was hooping. And
he's a big boy.
He's a beast, and hopefully Cavs might be able to get him in. Cause
he looked like he might be going to the Knicks.
Hey, stop talking reckless.
I don't know, man.
Stop talking reckless over there.
Look like it might be a Knicks thing, man.
I don't know yet. You don't know. You don't know, senor. You don't know. So he might pop up on stuff on the Cavs, or he might pop up on the Knicks. But him and Nike, they had some shit with it. I question a lot of things. So my man, the other night, for those who don't know, he fell and had a knee injury, a little minor knee injury and stuff there, but he obliterated his damn shoe. And it was Nikes he was wearing. He went through that shoe. And Nike went through some shit because they were saying, like, you know, the quality for the companies that they've been in.
Of course.
Everything stuff with it.
Yeah.
Actually, in actual while, I heard they took a $3 billion hit to their stock from that night.
Really?
Yeah, because the following day, people looking like, well, you guys are claiming you guys are top quality and top dog, and you have a basketball player, not even a NBA player, but a college player blowing through the shoe.
Yeah.
Much just when the NBA players are bigger than him and everything and stuff, for there's a possibility they might be blowing
through the shoe. NBA players, he's a big boy.
It's a big boy, man. Imagine getting stomped by this guy.
I couldn't imagine that, man.
If he blew through a fucking shoe, imagine him stomping you.
I couldn't imagine that. But just for
your whole chest cavity would cave
just for the audience, just for the audience awareness, we're not talking about the Nike that you buy in a bargain store.
No,
I mean, we're not talking about.
We're not talking about the ones that they buy from Kohl's and everything. And they went to go torching and stuff.
The one all the white people burned when they was mad at Kaepernick. We're not talking that Nike. We're talking professional grade basketball shoes.
Yeah, top dollar shit, and that was crazy. To me, I just felt like. One, that's a big dude. Two, Nike, I don't know how you guys gonna come back up and stuff from this with it, but I kind of understand why a lot of people are kind of shifting away from Nike, how Puma and Adidas have time to shine.
Yeah.
Over some stuff like this and stuff, because as a young black person, I want to say you were sold the dream and stuff way back when that Nike was the pinnacle of kicks.
Yeah, yeah.
The pinnacle of hooping kicks and everything. Because remember, Nike started off with, Jumpman, and Jumpman became its own kind of brand, but it's still still spun off from Nike. So you would think that a basketball brand of shoes and stuff will still hold this piece, but I don't know. You let us know how you feel about this whole Zion Williamson Nike fiasco and stuff. Hit us up on the Suns.
Well, it's crazy, man, because the first thing I thought of is a lawsuit is coming Nike's way. Right. Because again, as and it's, you can't really call these guys amateur athletes. They're one step below pro. Just a one minor step below pro.
Fact.
Some of these guys, they're not even finishing college before they go into the pros. You understand? So they're right there. You understand? And the sneakers that they got on are the same sneakers that the pros have on.
Absolutely.
So again, this is a situation where you scratch your head and you ask, how does this happen? Yeah, he's a big boy, but these shoes are supposed to be going through some rigorous testing, because, like it or not, it could have ended up a whole lot worse for him.
That's my main concern, because when he fell and blew through the shoe, I think it was a left foot, but he was holding on his right knee. So that's when I was like, oh, okay, at least the shoe that blew out, it wasn't on that right side.
Right.
So I was like, I thought it was more catastrophic than what it was. But once they said it was a minor injury, he did walk off the court on his own. Yeah. It was a hand clap and stuff, whatever, because we can't be fucking about potential Cavs players, right? So, I mean, hey.
Well, listen, they're talking right now that he shouldn't play the rest of the season. That's the talk right now. So you got to think of it from Duke's perspective. Mm-hmm. We're 1 month away. We're not. We're less than a month away from March Madness.
Right.
This happens. I think the very next game. I'm not sure. I could be mistaken, but I think they lost the next game.
Yeah.
So this could have some serious potentials for Duke winning a national championship, and Zion is gonna go on to greater things, but you got to think of all like Kenny and Joe that sits on the bench where. Zion was gonna bring them their claim of fame, probably win their only national championship that they gonna have to brag about.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? They might not have the chance to brag about that no more.
That is true.
Shout out to R.J. Barrett Jr.
Yeah,
I know his father, man. His father was a hooper too, man. It's good to see Canadians out there doing their thing.
Yeah, they're out there in the mix, man. That's how they run things.
I think the last post I seen on IG, Nike was trying to blame some little 8-year-old, and I was saying, "What you mean? You mean 8-year-old, or you mean 8 years working with the company?" Dude said, "Nah, 8-year-olds because they was making them in a Nike sweatshop." I said, "God damn."
A goddamn 47.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to wait for a bit to see if anything would have developed between the Steve Harvey and Monique discussion on his new Steve Harvey show. The reason why I say it was new because he was canceled before from I believe it was NBC, right?
Yes.
And so now with his new show and stuff, he had Monique on there and they had the discussion in the open. And you got to hear from Monique's side again about her Netflix fiasco.
Right.
And you got to hear from Steve's side and stuff, whatever, because we didn't know who was behind the whole mix and all that type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
She officially told Oprah, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Lionsgate
if she had a dick that they can all suck it.
They can suck her hypothetical dick. Right? And I looked and laughed and stuff, whatever, at that, whatever, but we get to the discussion and stuff, whatever, for, like, between those two.
Yeah. Money
and integrity. Who do you feel is right and wrong and stuff, whatever, between Steve and Monique?
I'm going to have to roll with Monique because I'm a person of integrity.
Really? Okay.
Right? I believe in integrity first, and I'm not trying to sell myself out for nothing, especially when I got kids who look up to me. But I could see where Steve was coming from, mm-hmm. But I think he just went about it the wrong way. And
how so?
I say this. There's an old saying. I don't know if it's Jamaican or not. But the saying is, sometimes you gotta play fool to catch wise.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What Steve was saying is that sometimes you gotta play the game in order to succeed.
Right.
Now I can see where he's coming from, but I don't think he was as clear as he should be. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm gonna go work for Mr. Joe Blow, like we all do, get up in the morning, we work for Mr. Joe Blow.
You better not be giving Joe Blow a blowjob.
Yeah, well, I ain't doing that type of work.
The guy about to say that'd be your integrity gone, but you still getting that money.
That would be integrity out the window. But if you're going to work for Mr. Joe Blow,
mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, your purpose is to earn a living for you and your family.
Fact.
Right? Now, while working for Joe Blow, you might have to put up with a lot of shit. right?
Okay.
So your thoughts should be to yourself, how do I prevent my children from growing up and having to work for a Mr. Joe Blow? Now, one of the problems is with the black community is we have nothing of our own. We have no such thing called generational wealth. A lot of these companies, a lot of these entertainment businesses, they've been handed down from generation to generation.
Old money.
Old money, right?
Right.
We don't have that. So we're at the table looking for the crumbs. This is what Steve is at. Steve is at the table looking for the crumbs. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're going to be at the table looking for the crumbs, at some point you should be using that crumbs to make your own table.
Which he did.
Which he did, right?
Because when he got kicked from a major network to NBC, he still continued on with his show.
But what network is he on now?
If I'm not mistaken, it's something. It's like a solo dolo run kind of thing, but I think it got picked up by, I think UPN, the United Paramount Network, whatever.
Okay, so he's got his own show,
right?
Right, but at the end of the day, he still needs somebody else to broadcast it for him, right? Now, so what I'm saying is now we need people who are in that broadcasting position,
right?
Which we don't have, right?
Correct.
So now his whole thing now should be saying, okay, well, I got my own show. I should probably be building with others who are like me, who have their own shows, and saying, listen, man, let's pool our money together. Let's get a broadcasting network started. So those who are coming up after us with their own show don't have to look at these motherfuckers to be doing anything. They can come to us and build. If you're looking at if you're looking at it right now, the only person who I can say I'm looking at who's building a legacy and looking out for black people while he's building a legacy is Jay-Z.
I can see it. I'll add
Tidal.
I'll add, yeah, you say Jay. I'll add Nipsey Hussle to it.
Nipsey Hussle. But I'm saying Jay because Jay is the most visible, and with him and his wife Beyonce, they are a powerhouse.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and he's taking the necessary steps to ensure others who are like him don't have to go or step outside of their community. He's trying to build a community within. Right? It's a pity that others don't think that way, because if I'm looking at it, the Jay-Z's, the Oprahs, the Puffys, the Nipsey Hussles, the Tyler Perrys, they could own a network.
Fair.
They could do something like Netflix, where somebody like Monique can go and put her show on and get the pay she deserves. You're arguing that she deserves this pay, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you can't do anything to ensure that she gets that pay.
I agree. I feel like both of them had their target marks and stuff, whatever. I feel like Monique's discussion she brought to Steve was the same that she's been bringing to everybody and stuff, whatever, before. I feel that somebody called Steve and stuff, whatever. What is it? Coon with a spoon?
Coon and a spoon.
I see that somewhat, but I still feel like it's not what you say, it's how you say things.
Exactly.
And that I feel like you have to watch how you word and say certain type of things and stuff when you're mentioning it to people. So, I mean, if you want your point across and stuff, whatever, guns a-blazing might not always be the aspect and stuff, whatever, to kind of get people to look to your attention and stuff, whatever. Like, I remember, what's this guy's name? Ben Shapiro. He's a speaker for, like, the Republican Party and stuff, whatever. And Ben Shapiro and stuff, whatever, for those that don't know, whatever, this kid is charismatic as shit, but I feel like you need charisma to get people and stuff for them to listen to, and persuasive speaking.
Right.
So you can't come off with guns blazing and stuff whatever all the time. And I'm not saying Monique does that all the time, because I feel like Monique and stuff whatever, before she gets to that point, she's cool, calm, and collected.
Yes.
But then I guess once certain people and stuff like Charlemagne or like, you know, Steve Harvey, and I guess like certain people touch that specific nerve, then like it comes out of her and stuff whatever. And I feel like that's not a way to win a persuasive speaking argument. So I understand where she's coming from and stuff whatever, and I understand where Steve is coming from. I looked at like,
you know who else is like that?
Who?
Dame Dash.
Right, Dame Dash, guns are blazing.
Yeah.
It's not what you say, it's how you say things and stuff like that. Your facts could be valid and shit. Nigga, you're a married man. I'm a married man too.
Yeah.
Think about how many times you probably spoke to your wife and stuff, whatever, and you probably got into a situation and stuff, whatever, where you could be talking to her and stuff in a calm ass manner. She's not hearing it. She come at you, strike back and stuff whatever in a vulgar type of tone, and then you feel like if you raise in a vulgar type of tone, no words is being listening to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing and stuff is that you have to hone it into the fact that like you're not trying to be thrown out of character and just get your point across. And if the person's not hearing you, you as a speaker, going back to speaker and listener, have to break it down and stuff with it to get your point across to the listener.
Right.
So, and your facts and your points have to be valid or truthful.
Yeah.
That's my thing and stuff, whatever. And not saying Monique's arguments and stuff wasn't valid and stuff, whatever. But what Steve is saying and stuff, whatever, is that you can't come across and telling powerful ass people to suck your hypothetical dick and then expect everything to be peachy keen. But when he did say, like, he realized he was wrong in a specific aspect, but he would try to use his power and to utilize a sit down between specific peoples.
I don't know, man. I wasn't really feeling his apology, man. Because, okay, hear what I'm saying, right?
Go ahead.
And I can see where Monique was coming from, because behind closed doors, you guys were all raw for me. You understand?
You had my back, yeah.
You had my back. You understand? When it came for me, when I came and shined everything
bring it to the light, it's a different story, yeah.
It was just, it was crickets. Ain't nobody stepped up and said nothing. And then I think what really pissed me off with Steve was he was saying, yo, you're my homegirl. This, that, and the third. I would do anything for you. I'm trying to do anything for you right now, right? But at the time, there was some stuff that I was going through, so I couldn't really help you. I'm like, God damn, nigga, is she either your sister that you really want to help and you're going to have her back through thick and thin, or she's not your sister like that and you're going to continue to do what you got to do. You understand? Because I'll tell you the truth, Marv. If I got to defend you tomorrow, I'm dropping anything that I have to defend you tomorrow.
Oh, thank you, Booby.
So I don't understand the argument Steve got. Yeah. Especially when you're gonna say, "Yo, you're my bona fide sister, man. If your bona fide sister needed help, then you should be able to drop. Nothing should be more important to you at that point than to help your sister."
Well, I don't want to speak for anybody, but I mean, what if your household come into play? I feel like a man's household, I don't want to say a man and stuff, but I don't want to be gender all specific and stuff for the times we live in, but your household takes priority. Your household is your sanctuary. And if it was a problem within his household that maybe he created and everything, then that trumps a lot of shit. So, I mean, outside sister and all that type of stuff, whatever, like, I feel that all the above, but if it's not within his household, then that might be a different dance. But I agree with you. I agree with you 130%. But like I said, whatever shit might have been going on and stuff, whatever, he should have rah-rahed with her behind closed doors and open. Because at the end of the day and stuff, whatever, like he kept, like when he said in the beginning and stuff, whatever, this is not a racial dance and stuff. This is a money dance and everything. And that's why I kept looking at it stuff. Either it's money or integrity. And your integrity, especially now, as people of color, they need to maintain their integrity. That's what I feel. Because I feel that if it wasn't black people, if it was, let's say, Japanese businessmen.
Yes.
If it was Japanese businessmen and stuff, whatever, and they felt like they've been undermined and undertreating and stuff, whatever, dealing with whatever set company, they'll pick up and go elsewhere.
Yes.
So I feel like, and they get up and leave with their integrity still intact.
Right.
And I agree with Monique and stuff, whatever, still trying to leave with your integrity and stuff intact. But it's just, like I said, I'm a firm believer. It's not what you say, it's how you say some things.
Oh yeah. And she admitted she could have handled the situation better than how she did.
Right, but if she went about it in that better situation, stuff, whatever, it'd have been a different dance.
It would have been different. I think she allowed her emotions to get the best of her. You know what I mean? Like it's a situation where you look up to these people. You know what I'm saying? And
which people's? We're talking about Steve and Monique?
No, well, I'm saying Monique is looking up to the Oprahs, the Steves,
Tyler Perry's, the Lee Daniels.
Gotcha, you know what I mean? She looked up to those people, right? And she really felt like, okay, y'all have my back. You understand? And then when they didn't show up for her, I think that really just let her let loose, man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like as an adult, you should learn some type of shit and stuff and know for a fact not everybody's gonna be your rider.
Yeah. Well,
you gotta know. Be your rider and stuff for that, right? Because I mean, like, it's just like, remember when you were a school kid and stuff, where you go on the playground and everything, you about to fight somebody, everybody's there hyping up like, oh my god, he just said your mama or something, whatever. Like, oh shit, fight, and everybody's walking up behind you and everything, like whatever. But you technically the only one swinging the blows. You technically only one getting your jaw rock, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, they will hype you up and stuff like that, whatever, on a one-away, but in the whole public eye and stuff, it takes a few riders to actually swing. So, my thing and stuff is that she had to know, yes, her husband, Sydney, will swing, but you gotta hope for the best for other people. So, my thing and stuff is the money integrity thing. To the folks listening stuff, I always tell them, I'll tell you now, whatever. It's better to maintain your integrity because you can always get money elsewhere.
You can always get money elsewhere, man.
And she is living testament because now she's in a Vegas residency, right? So she's in a Vegas residency and stuff for now, where she doesn't have to go on the road and hope for the Netflix half.
You know the funny thing right after that whole fiasco with the Monique and Steve Harvey interview that happened, and you know all the memes and the posts were going around. Someone had posted an old Bernie Mac interview when he was on Oprah.
What'd he say?
And he flat out told Oprah, I said, listen, always be who you are. Don't worry about the money. The money will come. As long as you're true to yourself, the money will come. Yeah. And he was like, I get pissed off when people be like, yo, go get this money. Go get that money. Nah. I'm going to be true to myself. As long as I'm true to myself, the money will come.
Yeah, I see that.
You know, I'm true to myself every day, man. That's it. I think this is why this show works so well, because I'm an audio engineer at heart. I love music. I love the sound. I love sound. Mm-hmm. So this is one of those things where I just adhere to. Furthermore, I love conversations with you. You understand? Right. So again, you know, I always continuously say this. Mm-hmm. Yes, to everybody else, this is a podcast. Mm-hmm. But to me and you, this is our regular conversations that's happening.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything is organic and stuff, whatever, right? Or it's just natural. So, I mean, there's no gimmicks, no all of the above.
Yeah, no, we being true to ourselves.
It is what it is.
Listen, listen, man. If I don't get a cent from what we do right here, right now with this podcast, just the fact that we can sit down every week and have a discussion like grown men and talk about stuff that we would talk about anyway.
Right.
That's gold, man. But that's gold.
I mean, I feel like the population and stuff that we have now on the planet, people, they lack the conversation aspect, whatever, right? People rather text. They rather text, and a lot of things I feel like get misconstrued. Like, I give you an example and stuff, speaking about that shit, whatever. Like, look, I'm still rocking with the whole Pokemon shit, right?
Right.
So, I'm doing my 1s and 2s and shit, whatever, and like, one of my peoples, I walked to a little thing where we're supposed to do like a little raid thing and stuff, whatever, right? It's called raids.
Yeah.
So, wifey and little man was sleeping at the house when I dipped, because I woke up, I just got on my Deem, took care of shit and stuff, I did laundry, did that, this, and the third. Then I sent her a text message because I knew she was still asleep. Yeah. So the text message just said, got picked up by the raid squad, be home when I'm done. She called me instantaneously. She's like, you got picked up by police raid? What the hell just happened? Whatever, right? So I'm like, no, babe, hear me out. Hold on. Calm that shit down. No, my bad. I would have called you, but I'm doing this. She's like, oh, you playing that game? She's like, my bad. She's like, that text message came all types of fucked up. Yeah. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, the conversation, the words exchange is a lot better than a text message or a little typo and stuff, whatever. Like, I feel like things get lost in translation. So that's why I think conversation stuff is still great. So, I mean, that's why, like, and like the progression of the show and stuff is great because conversation stuff being had. And the topics and discussion and stuff will still correspond and go through and stuff. But treat like a Thanksgiving turkey, man. Eat from it for days, man.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations, right, where you're exactly right, where the conversation is flowing. You don't have time to think about typing. You're just thinking about the conversation. So as you're thinking about the conversation, more ideas, more thoughts are coming to you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're not busy trying to send this. Oh shit! I gotta correct that. I spelled that wrong. Let me back up. Okay, let me read this over, make sure everything is straight before I send this off. Then I send it off.
Yo, but think about the times, like, if you about to send your woman a text, say she's about to send you a text and stuff for like, you fucked up on something, and then you about to say, well, you fucked up on something, but you probably typed it out halfway, and then you see that little bubble, the little 3 dots come up, so you know she's typing something, so you're like, you're not gonna respond yet, so you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait it out, and then you can be like, if she say something kind of nice, like, well, I did kind of mess up, then you probably delete that. You motherfucker. And you just delete all that, like, you know what, babe, it's okay. We'll speak on when I get to the house.
But here's the next thing to that, right? Right. Like, we're talking, I'm speaking to you, you're speaking to me, you're asking me stuff, I'm asking you stuff, you're telling me stuff, I'm telling you stuff. It's instantaneous. Right. Sometimes you send a text message, it might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before you get a damn response.
You need to get your ass off that cricket and that, what's that? You know, was it Win Mobile? You need to get off that shit. No, the Freedom. That's what it is now. It's the Freedom. You get your ass a better damn Freedom network, holding you back. Yeah. They're not giving you the freedom, man. I want to graze on some shit. I call it the Grazing Dead. It's not the Walking Dead, but the Grazing Dead. You know,
you're gonna have to explain that a little bit for me. That one sound intriguing.
Yo, there's a zombie disease. I think I want to say it's starting off the whole zombie apocalypse and stuff, but it's happening to the deers, the elks, the caribou, like those type of game type of animals and stuff that are out there. And the CDC, they're calling it chronic wasting disease. So right now it's in 24 states and 2 provinces in Canada.
Oh shit.
Right? So they're out here and stuff, whatever. So apparently, like, I want to say to like the deers and everything, there's footage on them and stuff that is out there on the net, whatever. I want to say around Valentine's Day, it probably make you want to hug up your boo a little close with her because you realize zombie apocalypse was real close by. Yeah. Like, these fucking deers, they look like they got like.
I always felt like they were setting us up for something with all these
it's about TV to happen, shows. Man. It's about to happen, man. Okay. So like they're out there and stuff, and like when they, I guess, infect people, they have kind of like zombie like rabies type erratic behavior. and everything and stuff where people are not stable and stuff, and just like a regular zombie apocalypse type of state, whatever, like where the primal urges and everything go off in your brain and they're not speaking. It's just like some bat saw shit. Like remember the guy in Miami?
Right.
So this shit's legit. So my thing and stuff is I thought I would take the time so to kind of warn the peoples and everything, but I wanted to ask you, are you ready for The Walking Dead to be true?
Listen, man.
Like, do you have like a zombie apocalypse kit ready on deck?
Bro, I already told you a few years ago when we started watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to your house because I know you got the contingency plans all set.
Goddamn right, man. Yo, what is it? What's the song? A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime. Yo, I know people itching. Look here. I got me a sword on standby. I got some throwing knife. I'm ready to go. I
ain't got no plans, but I'm a soldier ready to take orders. So like I said, at the first news outbreak, I'm packing up the family.
Come find me, man.
I'm throwing all the canned goods inside the truck.
Yeah, before they cut off the damn communication, man.
All the weapons in the truck, and we will be at your domain in minutes. Be like, what you need me to do, Marv? Yeah, what you need me? Do I need crash course training and anything?
We about to take over a damn. We gotta take over a pharmacy first. 'Cause man with medicine is king. Point blank. Period. Man with medicine and stuff is king with everything, whatever, right? And then I want to say, as long as we got like the know-how and stuff for construction and how to build shit and set up some barricades and stuff like that, whatever, we gonna be all right. Those are the main things and stuff, whatever. Trust me, food and all that type of stuff, whatever, is a must. It will come, and we gonna be kind of square and stuff, whatever, on those. That's
all I need to know.
But this shit is real with these deers and stuff, whatever. Because even like I seen a footage where people caught one and killed one and stuff, whatever, and like like over by the eyeballs and everything, like it looks like big ass. I want to say softball size pus marks and stuff. It looks like the deer literally has like herpes on steroids.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
Holla.
After they killed the deer, was the deer still twitching or anything like that? Like he got...
but I feel
okay. All right.
Here's my thing, whatever. Yeah. And this is where I don't mean to be racist and stuff, whatever, on the show, but I feel like how this thing will end up affecting regular, I want to say everyday citizen folks, whatever, is going to be from the Caucasian folks, you know. The chats out there hunting the game type of shit
and eating deer
like
meat.
That, whatever. Yeah. I said hell no to deer meat. They can mix me with that bullshit.
Venison.
With venison.
I was like, what's venison?
Venison.
When they told me what venison, I was like, no. I'm gonna
mix me with that.
I ain't going past cow.
Hell no. You can miss me with that completely now and stuff, whatever. Right? They tossed me back in the day because I'm a man and stuff for that. I don't mind trying exotic type of meat.
Yeah.
Whatever. So when somebody's like, you want a venison sausage? I'm about to say, this shit sound like a gay porno in the making. I'm like, I'm cool. Why you say it like that? It's like, what's venison and stuff? And when they broke it down and stuff for that, I had it. It was spicy. It kind of tastes magically delicious. I'm not going to lie to you and stuff then. But after this, miss me with all types of space, shape, or form of venison and stuff, whatever. Because this thing has been thumping since 2012. 2012 was the first case.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2012 was the first case and stuff for that. But now they're kind of... It's in a point where they lost control of it now. Where now it's in 24 states out of America's 50 states.
Yeah.
And it's in 2 provinces, whatever.
Yeah.
Like even like regular local news are talking about it.
So what did you say the CDC calls it?
Chronic wasting disease.
Chronic wasting disease. CWD.
Yeah. So, yeah, you be on the lookout for that, whatever. So if y'all look and stuff, you see Bambi, run that motherfucker over. I said so. Deal with Peter and the repercussions after, because you know what Bambi and them got. So
that's some serious shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, because you start thinking about, you know, the food chain, right? Because it's always the food chain, right? What's eating Bambi? And if, you know, whatever's eating Bambi contracts that, what's eating that will contracts that, right?
Right.
Then, you know, you reach to the top of the food chain where nothing eats nothing, but it's still got to die somewhere and decompose. So now decomposers going into the soil now and
or the water and everything. Yikes. Yeah.
Listen, keep listening to the show. I think within about maybe a couple of weeks or so, we're gonna have a survival tips. I think we need to do a survival tips show.
Doomsday preppers, I'm here for you.
We need to do a survival tips show.
Holla at me. I wanted to talk about in North Carolina. There's a transgender woman incarcerated in a man's prison and wanted to be transferred to a woman's prison. Do you agree with that?
Now, hold on now. Now hold on now, because
why are you over there stuttering for? Hold on.
Well, these are this is, and I don't mean to sound rude. I don't mean to sound ignorant. Okay, you're a transgender.
See,
right?
See.
Now, you gonna pick a side, right? Now, you pick the female side.
Okay.
I'm assuming because
they identify with the female side.
Identify with the females.
Right.
Wouldn't you want to be in a jail with a bunch of niggas?
Technically, yes. From that POV and stuff, from that point of view, I agree. Cause I mean, now, if you want to be a female and stuff, whatever, you have accessibility to all the dick you could get, though, right?
You in Dick Haven.
That's pretty much it. So, I mean, but see, I think with the transgender side and stuff, whatever, see, I think to a gay person, I think you might be in heaven. But towards a transgender and stuff, whatever, I think you want the whole surgery, the whole tits, the vagina aspect and everything and stuff, whatever.
But you could only want the tits and vagina aspect.
Right. But
for
then
one certain aspect.
You know, they trying to open up like a OnlyFans.com and just do it on a site, whatever, right? Just diddle the skittle to the TV. I mean, to the computer, whatever, to the PC, right? But I mean, hey, I don't know. I look at it stuff as that. If that was the case, if I ever get arrested and stuff, whatever, now I'm gonna claim I'm fucking trans. You're gonna send me to the women's prison, and then you know how my commissary and my books are gonna be paid for and stuff, because I'm out there slanging this dick because. I mean, in any case,
listen,
stuff,
man,
whatever.
We may laugh and joke about it, but that shit's been happening for a while now. Where cats in jail realize they ain't man enough to be in jail.
Yeah, there's a ton of people 6'9"
and be looking to change teams through surgery so that they can be transferred out of male prison and be introduced into female prison.
Well, the slogan is:
this is a fact.
You do the crime, you do the time, right? So I mean, in any case, stuff, whatever. Set transgender person, their situation and stuff of what kind of crime or the degree of crime that they did hasn't come to the light yet.
Right.
But I mean, in any case, stuff, whatever. Like you said, this has been happening thousands of times and stuff over. So my thing and stuff is that if they are gonna allow this case, then they have to go back and allow some other cases and stuff like that as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And my thing and stuff is that I feel like it would change the whole arresting format, because, like I said, if it was me and they scoop me and stuff, whatever, first thing I'm gonna say is like, I didn't put my face on, and y'all bitches made me leave my wig. I'm a switch sides that fast.
Yeah.
That fast to make sure y'all lock me up with the women and stuff, whatever. And the king of perverts that I am and stuff, I'm gonna be all right over in the women's prison.
Yo, you caught me pre-surgery.
Yeah.
But I was going to have that surgery, so. You messing with my rights when you send me to male prison.
True. I was gonna cut the dick off. Y'all caught me in transition.
There you go.
So I mean, hey, yeah, caught me in transition and stuff, whatever. Fucking with it. Oh yeah, man. I mean, that's how it is. So Tristian Thompson and stuff, Cleveland Cavalier / Brampton boy.
We could have stopped at Cleveland Cavalier.
Oh, now you don't want to claim nobody, no. Oh, but you so quick to claim a damn Tory Lanez and stuff, whatever.
Listen, man.
That fast.
Listen, man. When you fucking up like that, bro, Yeah, I don't know if we can claim you. I don't know if we can claim you.
Save the drama for your mama.
I don't know if we can take you back.
Yeah, I bet. My ass. So then, you know, I'm a fan of this Black Men Don't Cheat campaign and stuff, and I'm right here and everything and stuff, whatever. But I see Tristian Thompson and stuff, I don't think he's all in. So, my thing and stuff is that, are you in or are you not? Whatever, with the Black Men Don't Cheat. Because Tristian Thompson, he's fucking up for us.
I'm in, man. Listen, Tristan, I don't know what to say, bro. You got yourself a good lady.
Right.
A baby with a good lady. You in the powerhouse family.
Mm-hmm. Modern day Kennedys.
Listen, man. If you don't bounce a ball tomorrow, your ass is still good. Why you out here trying to mess that shit up?
True.
With hoes you know that can't help you. What's the deal? I don't understand it, bro.
I don't know. My slogan is, if he's over 6'1" and he has a beard, ladies, he's a cheater. He's a cheater, man. I'm going to tell you this, man. You need to get with the Mighty Midget Mafia. We got good men out here and stuff, whatever. Y'all want to look above and past us and everything and stuff like that, whatever. Y'all want to go get y'all some 6'1" giant and everything like that, whatever. So, I don't know, man. You know, it sucks. I'm like, not only just him, but like in general, whatever, right? I heard Charlamagne say it and stuff on the Breakfast Club, and I died laughing. He's like, he's TTC, too tall to cheat, right?
Right.
So I was looking, I'm like, you stand out in some places and stuff, whatever. I'm like, this is true. Like, if you were a midget dude and stuff like whatever, you don't know if he's cheating or not, because he's like way down there compared to a tall dude that stand out. Like, that's why I never agree with the Black Bond situation. James Bond's supposed to be a dude that kind of blends in with the crowd in and out. He can do his spy stuff, whatever. You add a Black Bond in it, they're gonna focus on this black dude in the room. Right.
Whatever. Like, he probably be the only black dude in the room. Yeah,
he'd be the only dude and stuff in the room. Like, why are you here? Who do you know? And that's the same. You this damn tall and you still up to your shenanigans and stuff like whatever. It's a cheating, man. Get you a short dude.
You know what the funny thing is about it, man? And how much of it do you blame on the occupation itself?
Talking about like the hoopers, the NBA player?
Of being a professional basketball player. Mm-hmm. Night after night, you're in different cities. You play the game. Mm-hmm. You go out to enjoy yourself. Mm-hmm. You're a star already. Women are just throwing themselves at you.
Yeah, but you see, in this case, I can't rock with it because I remember. Okay, so here's the thing. My wifey and stuff with her, she follows the Kardashians and stuff. I don't really care too much for them and stuff. They pop up, I get info and then just keep it moving and stuff, whatever, right? But I want to say there's a situation where when Lamar Odom was going through the things, when Khloe Kardashian was with Lamar,
right?
NBA season has 82 games.
Yeah.
That woman is present for at least 64 games. That's more than half, almost damn near all the games she's present. That's not including finals run and everything. Like we seen with the baby being born or her child being born and Tristian Thompson and LeBron and them going into the finals. She was present in Cleveland.
Yeah.
There. Like she puts her dues and parameters and stuff whatever. So even after you're done the game, if your woman is right there in your face and stuff, and you still want to pull out some shit, you're just a natural dirtbag.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like your wifey's at home in L.A., where you're rooted in L.A., and you out there in New York, and you so far away from your wifey and stuff, whatever. When the game is done, you can look your wifey right there in your face and say, you know what? Tonight, you about to get this dick.
Yeah.
We don't believe you. You need more people. Like that's why I side with. So I'm looking like, yo, he just messed up and stuff in general. But like I said, he's over 6'1", he has a beard. He's a cheater. Look, I give you a joke.
Plus, I think he's Jamaican.
See?
Yeah.
See?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my Jamaican constituents.
But women, that's what I'm saying. Women, they go for the. That's what I'm saying. They hunt for the tall ones and stuff. Anyway, I give you a joke. Remember way back when MySpace was popping off, whatever, right?
Right.
The photos that I put up on MySpace and stuff, whatever, back in the day, I was solo dolo.
Yeah.
So I will stand and stuff, or take some photos and everything and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess to certain chicks and stuff, whatever, I look kind of tall.
Okay.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I go to chop it up, and one chick is supposed to meet up and stuff with for a date and everything like that, whatever. And we're talking for a bit, and she hit me off on the phone and said, "How tall are you? Because in your photos, you don't seem that tall." So I kind of rerouted her. I'm like, let me call you right back. I'm doing something and stuff for her. I'm looking like, damn, motherfuckers out here shallow. Mm-hmm. So I said, you know what? I called her back in the next 10 minutes and stuff, whatever. I told the girl I was 6'1". With no remorse with her. I told her I was 6'1". So I was supposed to meet with her and stuff on a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Because I told her I was 6'1" on the Tuesday, she's willing to see me on the Wednesday.
Oh, she looking for tall, dark, and handsome.
Exactly.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Exactly. Well, she get 2 out of 3 instead of
She get 2 out of 3.
Damn right. So then now, needless to say, that was probably one of the quickest dates I ever been on in my damn life. But when...
Wait, let me ask, how tall was she?
Yo, she was like my height, man. She was like my height.
Ain't that a bitch?
She was like 5'7".
Ain't that a bitch?
She was my height. She tried to stunt whatever. She's like, you told me you were 6'1", whatever, right? So I was like, nah. I'm like, you heard some things wrong and stuff, whatever. I got a stuttering problem. I didn't say 6'1" and stuff, whatever. I'm like, yo, I said 5'7", but I got a stuttering problem. Your phone company and stuff was all shit.
Yeah,
See, how she had a brand carrier
right.
that was brand name.
Right.
She could probably hear the full thing.
Get off that Freedom Mobile, man.
Yeah, so I hit her off with some bullshit, whatever, and the date ended kind of that quick. I seen her coming, I seen her going, but I was like, damn, they shallow out here and stuff. And then I think that's the day I probably declared I was gonna run the Mighty Midget Mafia, cause I got tired of the bullshits. But hey, get you a 6'1" dude, he might cheat on you. Tristian Thompson, how tall is he? About 6'10"?
Yeah, he passed the 6 foot mark.
Oh, he had a 7 foot mark?
No, well, I don't think he's not. He's not.
But
he passed the 6 foot mark.
Yeah, he definitely passed that.
the 6 foot mark.
Yeah, man. So then y'all take it at the chin, man. If y'all don't want a short dude and stuff, whatever, miss us with that shit, man. Either that or hop into a new type of relationship where I guess you can get you a short dude and get you a tall dude and make it come in peace.
You know what the funny thing is?
Mm-hmm.
This may come to a surprise to our viewing audience, but a lot of actors are short.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if it's because of they need to fit their whole body in the damn frame or something like that, but a lot of actors are short. Some of them y'all who believe in are tall. Nah. And singers too. Singers too. I had quite a few girls, tell me oh, they met this one dude and dude was shorter than I thought.
I'm taller than T.I.
You taller than T.I.?
I'm taller than T.I. I went to a I guess an after party after a club and something like that, after one of his shows.
Yeah.
And I seen T.I. and T.I. kind of I was by the entrance area and stuff, and he came in with his squad. I guess to go to the VIP.
Right.
And I realized I'm like, oh shit, that's T.I. because the security was kind of backing us up and stuff. And I'm looking like, nigga, I'm taller than you. But they still love him. So.
But this is what it is, man.
They don't know.
And let's not get it twisted. There's a lot of short girls out there who are perfect in line for the midget mafia, but they choose to front and act like they need tall, dark, and handsome.
Look, man, I dated a girl one time and stuff, whatever. The girl's shorter than me. Let's say she's scraping 5 feet. She's scraping 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
And she had the nerve to say to me and stuff one time, so she's like, Marv, you're the shortest dude I ever dated. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? You want a guy to walk and teabag you at the same damn time? Explain to me, because I'm like, you make it seem like I'm teeny tiny. But I'm like, you know what? I got some problems and stuff, whatever.
Have you ever dated a girl taller than you?
I have. And I want to say my insecurities is the reason why it didn't work. Look, man.
I had dated maybe one or two that are taller than me.
Yo, I had no shame in the game. Because, see, here's the thing. The first time... No, I did it once. So, when I met a chick and stuff, whatever, face to face, I was at a restaurant with some fam. And I'm cutting through and stuff, and I see her. She gave me that look. I give her back that look. And before I go to my table, I introduced myself. She was sitting down. So she knew exactly how tall I was.
Right.
Whatever, right? So I was like, okay, bet. We there and stuff, whatever, at set restaurant, whatever. And I was just talking to her and stuff there. Her people seeing all that type of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Here's my number. You don't got to call me if you don't want to, whatever. But I'd love to hear from you. And she hit me up and stuff that night.
Yeah.
Later that night and stuff, whatever, right? So it was all smooth and all good. She came through though, I want to say, like several days later. Mm-hmm. And when she came through and stuff, whatever, and I go to open up the door for her, as I realized, I'm like, oh, what was it, rearview mirror? Objects appear to be bigger than what they seem. I was all types of
Listen, man.
So when I see that, I was like, yo, the fuck kind of tree that I said I'm about to climb? I'm like, I gave it a shot. Because I looked at it and stuff was that, like, you know what? I don't want to be Shallow Hal. Remember the movie Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
I don't want to be Shallow Hal.
You don't want to be Shallow Hal.
I don't want to be Shallow Hal and stuff, whatever. Because I want to look at it and stuff, whatever. Like, yo, in any case, stuff, whatever. If she has a good heart, a good character, and all that type of stuff,
of
whatever.
Course.
And it worked. I want to say for like we were rocking together for like at least like 2 months.
Listen, man. Whenever I had the opportunity, or I've been approached by a taller female. Mm-hmm. I just go into my Sound of Music bag.
Sound of Music, a doe, a deer, a female deer. That Sound of Music bag?
No. You got the right movie, but you got the wrong song. Climb every mountain.
Follow every stream.
Follow every stream. Listen, man. I've got major confidence in myself, man. And as long
that's what you're supposed to do.
As long as you're feeling me, and you got a good personality, listen, that's beauty and good personality will carry your ass a long way, man.
Yeah,
a long way.
Yeah.
So some of you ladies, listen. Stop fighting against the short brothers, man. Because some of them cats out there is really good. They'll be really good to you, man.
Oh, to my female listeners, I got a question for y'all and stuff. Y'all take this and run with it and stuff. I'm not even throwing it in the question area. But would you prefer to have a short, good man that can love you and treat you the way you are, or a tall, good-looking asshole that, it comes with the parameters of being an asshole and stuff like that? That's for y'all. Y'all take that and run with that.
Yeah, y'all run with it.
And debate that between each other and stuff, whatever. Because most of the time, it seems like that's what they choose and stuff, whatever, right? They choose the tall...
Tristian Thompson.
Yeah, Tristian Thompson. This ain't his first rodeo. So...
No, this is not.
Remember, there was 2 chicks before?
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, it is what it is, whatever, right? But he was running a 2-chick show and stuff, whatever. Speaking of 2-chick show. First of all, y'all know I got more issues than the Time magazine. I be seeing some shit on the internet. I be seeing some shit everywhere and stuff, whatever. And I ran into some shit like a polyamorous relationship. I got hip to it and stuff, whatever, but not really in depth. But now I'm fucking with it now, whatever. This is called a throuuuuuple, okay? I'm with the throuuuuuuple type of movement. Let me explain to you.
Throuuuuuuple?
Throuuuuuuple is 3 people in love in a relationship.
Oh shit! Because I thought it was trouble.
No.
Could it be trouble or throuuuuuuple?
I seen the spelling.
Because trouble, would you try kind of means 3, 2, right?
True. But no, in this case, it's throuuuuuuple.
Throuuuuuuple. Okay.
Throuuuuuuple, not a couple, a throuuuuuuuple.
Okay.
My thing and stuff is that I'm gonna ask you: could a polyamorous relationship work in today's time?
I think it probably could work more in today's time than any other time before that.
Well, look at it. Look at it like this. in biblical time and stuff, a husband had many wives.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Abraham, he had what was it? Enoch. There's a few people in the Bible.
Samson had a whole bunch of wives.
That's what I'm saying.
David had a whole bunch of wives.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, they've been popping off with a whole bunch of wives and stuff for there. But I want to say that's more to me, I want to say it's more of a polygamous type of thing.
Right.
Concubine type of level type of stuff, whatever. Right. But this thing is like, it's just 3, man. It's just 3. Like that triangle offense, man. The triangle offense, just 3. Uno, dos, tres.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Sorry, we in Canada. Un, deux, trois.
Un, deux, trois.
Un, deux, trois. So we there and stuff for that. They're there, whatever, right?
And if you're Jamaican, man, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
They're all like it could be. So what I seen and stuff for that was like either 3 gay guys,
okay,
3 lesbian women, 1 man, 2 women, or 1 woman, 2 men.
Okay.
And they all.
I hear some of the ladies out there clapping.
Yeah, and they're all 4. But think about it like this: you're in a throuple. Say your income and stuff, whatever. I'm fucking with you. Your income and stuff is $50K.
Okay.
Right? Your wife's income is $50K.
Okay. That's about $100K right there. Yeah.
You add in another wife in the mix, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She make $60K.
Oh shit.
That's $160K in your household.
Okay.
You may not hit the lotto, but ching ching, like yo, that's it right there. You got 150 coming in your household now.
Mm.
Even if you split bills and everything like 3 ways,
yeah,
you solidified. You ain't going broke. You gonna be all right. Much less, you not cheating because these are both your women.
Right.
These both your women and stuff. And not, if all y'all don't want to sleep in one bed, whatever, one has one room, one has another room and stuff, whatever, and y'all coexist. But y'all know the perfect harmony and stuff for that amount of love in it and everything like that, whatever, right? And I'm looking at it, I was like, could this really pop off? And I see these people and stuff, they actually look 100% happy. Granted, the internet be lying their ass off, whatever. That's my beef and stuff with, especially like social media.
Yeah.
They show the highlights of the person, the highlight reel of the person's life.
Right.
They're not going to show you the bad shit.
They ain't showing you
whatever,
bad sides.
Right?
No.
They just showing you the good sides and stuff, whatever. I want to know the bad side and stuff, whatever, since I'm only seeing the good and stuff, whatever. So if you know any polyamorous couples out there, holla at us at askPodicalsons.com.
You know who I always thought may have been a throuple?
Who?
Jack, Janet, and Chrissy on Three's Company.
Yeah, I feel like that. Jack Tripper.
I feel like the show was kind of leaning towards that, but back then
they didn't want to bring it out to the light too much.
It wasn't so progressive, so they kind of had to make it seem like, you know what I mean? Because anytime first it was Mr. Roper, then later on became Mr. Furley. But anytime the landlords came in check, Jack always had to play like he was gay.
All right.
And we know Jack wasn't gay because he was Larry's best friend, and Larry was the ladies' man.
Come on, knock on our door. That's what I'm saying. That could even be your damn doorbell right there. Instead of ding dong ding, just play Three's Company thing when you press the doorbell. Come on, knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man, right there.
Yeah. No, I think they was the first TV throuple.
So you can run with a throuple then. So okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on your punk ass. Your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Yeah.
And another dude.
No, hell no. You looking for throuple trouble? That's what you looking for.
Yo, but he's still bringing the same income and everything.
You looking for throuple trouble? Listen, I ain't even thinking about it because I know I couldn't even.
You shut it down. You didn't give it no air, though.
Listen, I can even bring up another woman in my mix. My wife will have me thrown out.
Absolutely,
on
man.
My butt.
Absolutely.
Like Fred Flintstone threw out that, like Aldino threw out Fred Flintstone. Thump. That would be me. So I ain't even entertaining the thought. I ain't looking at the thought, and I damn sure ain't looking at my wife to say, hi, this is Fred. He gonna help out with the bills.
I mean, that's true. I mean, let me just state this. By the time this podcast come out, I might have a black eye. Because my wife probably listen to this shit and she probably like, what the fuck is he on? Whatever. But I look at it like this, whatever, right? Yeah, it's hypocritical and stuff, whatever, but you ever seen that movie, Savages? With John Travolta, Blake Lively.
Heard about it. I'm curious. I might have to go watch it after this episode here.
So the chick now, whatever, in there, so one dude was like he created like the super strain of weed that everybody loved, and the other dude was ex-military.
Okay.
And they were all together in a throuple. So like I guess like in one part of the movie, one dude was taking a shower, she jumped in the shower, she had sex with him. And the other dude knew what the deal was. He's at like the table having cereal, reading the paper. She jumped on him and stuff with her, and everybody was happy. So all three of them was in love. That was a throuple like in action and stuff from the movies. So I'm looking at stuff as like, I feel like certain dudes a throuple could work because picture if you were a dude in general and you weren't getting no box, like no vagina whatsoever, no pussy whatsoever.
Yeah.
You probably just been jerking rapid fire and everything like that, whatever. And then a couple, before you become a throuple, comes to you and says like, hey, you know, we kind of like your style and stuff, whatever.
We need some dick in our life.
What is he slanging dick to the husband though? Cause that's the other thing.
I'm sorry. I thought when you said couple, I was thinking automatically two females.
I was about to say, I was like, see, that's it. There's so much questions involved, whatever, right? I think we need to get a throuple on the show. I think we need to work on a throuple on the show.
If we can get a throuple on the show, because you're right, there is a lot of questions that's involved. One of the things I would have to say is, in a throuple relationship, how many have kids?
What if they don't have kids?
Well, I'm assuming most throuple relationships probably don't have kids.
Right. Like the ones I've seen and stuff, whatever, I don't think it's kids. I think like they're more also for them. Like uno, dos, tres.
Yeah.
They're all into just them. So I think a kid might kind of throw off some dynamics.
Yeah, would most definitely. I think we'll throw out some dynamics.
It'll throw out some dynamics and stuff, whatever. But I mean, like, hey, what stuff that I seen, hashtag throuple, they out there, they living it. They enjoying it, whatever. And they enjoying it that much that their profiles ain't private. I'm all in they mix. And they look happy as shit. And I was looking at them like, look at that. But you're not cheating if you're in a throuple. You just got variety.
No, I don't think you're cheating if you're in a throuple. I always thought about it though. In certain situations,
you're thinking threesome status.
Threesome status. One of them, maybe two out of the three would have to be either bisexual, or at the very least, bi-curious in order for it to happen.
So you think, so which one is that? Like you're talking about like two men and a woman?
Two men and a woman, two women and a man.
Well, so what do they call it? They call it, some people call it running train. My new word I heard is called pig roast. So one in the front, one in the back, whatever. What if they're just pig roasting? Like Justin Timberlake and them said, it's not gay if it's in a three-way. So what if that's just their normal standard practice of like the thing, whatever? Like, ain't no one touching nobody. Like the woman is separated between you and another dude.
All right, okay. I gotta see. Then this is why we need a throuple on the show, because these are questions that need answers. What if in a 2 male, 1 female relationship, right?
Yeah.
The female job has her leaving for a 2 months a 2 months gig. She gotta leave the country. She gotta go away for 2 months.
Okay.
What happens to the throuple relationship then?
I'm gonna say that
the throuple men cheat. They out there playing Tristian Thompson.
If they smart, they better not be playing Tristian Thompson. Or if they proper, then they probably just get their funds up and stuff, and at least go do a little 1-2 visits and stuff, whatever. And then everybody come back. They go in. One dude go in his room, jerk off to whatever. One might go to X videos, other goes to Pornhub, and they just call it a day until she get back.
You know,
because they in love now. It's not just a sexual thing. They in love.
You know, if she real solid, she bought both of them real dolls before she leave.
Then that's the reason why they're in a throuple with her. That's the reason why she's in a throuple with her. Cause she's that rider and stuff for her. She's like, I'm gone for 2 months, so I bought 2 dolls.
You know, that's a quadruple at that point.
Hell no, because if you add the 2 dolls plus them and her, that's a penta.
Quintuple.
That's a penta. That's a pentuple or something, whatever, popping off. Yo, I don't know, man. But that woman, she'll hold all the power. Yo, what if you were a woman for a week? What if you're a woman for a week? Like we're talking about, like, yo, let's say, as of Monday, you're a woman for 7 days, and then you go back to being a man. What would you do as a woman for a week?
Play with my breasts.
For 7 fucking days? That's it?
No, that's for the first day. Well, for the 7 days.
Well,
for the 7
you can
days.
do that every day and stuff.
Well,
you go to the
7
shower
days.
and just make your own little Skinamax prono.
Make sure my bills is paid. Because I can do that as a woman.
Doing what, though? How you gonna get these bills paid?
Finessing niggas, you know niggas is stupid.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Get my bills paid. Go to a spa. You can
a day spa.
I mean, you can do that as a man, but it's probably more fun if you do it as a woman.
Well, yeah, because like they have that thing when they get their face. Like I'm going to spa for a facial. It don't sound proper for a straight man to say you about to go get a facial. It don't sound proper whatsoever.
No.
No, but a woman be like, I'm gonna go get a facial.
For the week, I probably still have my man tendency, so I might be lesbian. For that week.
Absolutely, man. I'm eating box all the way, man.
For that week, I'm gonna be lesbian.
I think, yeah. First thing I'm gonna do, once I realize that I'm a woman and stuff, whatever, I'm gonna open up a OnlyFans.com page.
You open OnlyFans.com?
I'm gonna get these bills paid, man. I'm gonna just go on there for probably like maybe a few hours.
Like I said, finessing niggas.
I'm gonna finesse them, man. I'm gonna go out there and stuff, whatever, spread the kitty cat, and just like diddle the skittle and stuff on camera, do a little twerk, a little 1-2 twerk. And then keep it moving, and then I'm gonna open up a Twitter, and I'm gonna just finesse dudes out of free meals. So therefore, you know, lunch and dinner be covered. I'll drink tea for breakfast.
You wanna get yourself a Cash App?
I don't know. The money's coming through the OnlyFans though, whatever, right? OnlyFans and stuff, whatever. You know, and they're gonna want that experience of like, you know, to come out and stuff, like, and you know, have go on a dinner with a cam girl, whatever, right? Quote unquote cam girl. So I'm gonna get my queens.
Listen,
I'm gonna get my coins.
Listen, part of that 7 days, I'm gonna book a photo shoot every day.
What?
I'm gonna book a photo shoot every day. Because I'm gonna book a photo shoot every day.
Right.
And I'm gonna video myself every day. Multiple videos. Because after that week is done, I'm gonna have 2 lives.
Fucking guy.
That life of a woman is gonna pay for that life of a man. Believe me.
Yo, but you see how chicks and stuff for the finesse out here and stuff for the. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're a slim built dude though, whatever, right? So you're gonna be like a little skinny mini little chick, whatever. I guess
I'm gonna be hottie to
I got a little body
tiny.
meat on me, whatever. So I'm a little thick.
You gonna be thick when
I'm
them thickums?
Little thickums and stuff, whatever. Thick in the thighs, ooze in the eyes, you know.
Yeah.
5'7", thick in the thigh, Eve, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Pull off some shit, whatever, you know. I'll definitely be a lesbo though. For real. I'm eating box, man.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Dick look like it hurt.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hate on short niggas.
You gonna hate on short? Hypocrite.
I mean, like, nah, you too short.
You too short. I asked the dude like, yeah, how tall are you? I'm 5'8". If you're only 6'1",
6'1",
you could get a freebie date, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that, man. Yeah. Some real shit and stuff, whatever, though. I want to know, how are you with vaccinations? The reason why I asked is whatever, because, all right. So recently, there's a kid. His name is, well, he's a kid. He's 18 now. He's considered an adult.
Right.
His name is Ethan Lindenberger, a teen that snuck out from his parents.
Yeah.
To go get vaccinated without his parents' decision, right? I don't know, I'm old school. Maybe back in my days, kids snuck out to go take vodka shots. I guess in today's times, kids got to sneak out to go get vaccination shots.
That's different.
It's some different shit. But my thing and stuff is that, this kid's story and stuff, it kind of got to me because he's like, he turned to Reddit for help because he's trying to, since he was 16, he's trying to persuade his parents and stuff, whatever, to get vaccinated. And they were against it and stuff like that. And that's a lot of things in today's times, stuff, whatever, that a lot of parents and stuff and a lot of people are against vaccinations. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But my thing and stuff is that, how are you with vaccinations with you and your family? Are you for it or are you against it?
Man, I'm as old school as they come, man. So
what does that mean?
I don't need no vaccinations in my body.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm gonna thug it out, man.
So we gonna do this Podical Son shit with the different rooms now because this motherfucker might have MMR, some type of shit, some measles at an all-time high now. You know.
But
that,
listen,
right?
yeah. Well, hold on. The traditional shit you can't escape. They making sure you're getting that shit. You can't go to school without it. So yeah, the measles, the rubella.
Yeah, measles, mumps, rubella.
Yeah, that stuff they gonna make sure you get. That the average flu shot. Listen, man. I'd have been grown up and I'd have seen all types of flu remedies to get rid of the flus. Ain't nobody take no damn shot for it. So that's one thing. I don't force upon my kids. I don't force upon myself. I'm good with it. I'm good without it. And yeah, that's that, man.
So you're only against the flu shot, just the flu shot?
Yeah, just the flu shot. Like the vaccinations on a whole, no, I'm for that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, because in this case, they were against the vaccinations, period. Okay, but the flu shot you're okay with. The flu shot you're against.
Flu shot I'm against because, again, I can thug out a flu. My kids thugged out a flu. You understand? I don't think there's certain things that I think we don't really need to fight against. Mm-hmm. Our immune system, well intact, can handle. You understand? Now, I say this I say that to say this. Mm-hmm. I had watched this video the other day, and I actually probably seen it maybe a couple years back, but it resurfaced amongst with all this vaccination talk. Mm-hmm. And it was this one lady who went and got her regular flu shot. The next day, she couldn't control her mobility, her body or anything like that. She couldn't speak. In order for her to walk perfect, she had to walk backwards. Now, she's a rare case. They say, she has this, I don't know if it was a condition, but it may be like 1 in every 1,000 or 1 in every 100,000.
Okay.
But the fact is that the flu shot triggered it.
Okay. And that's fact.
This is fact. This is I'm gonna send you the clip after the show so you can watch it. Right? The flu shot had triggered this. Now, up until this point,
because remember they asked you some questions before about the flu shot.
But like I said, this is like a 1 in 1,000.
Right.
So she didn't know prior.
Right.
to having the flu shot.
Okay, fair,
that she
fair,
had
fair.
this condition,
Yeah.
right? So my whole thing is that you just don't know. And if it's something that nature can run its course with and kind of help you out, then I'd rather let nature run its course and help me out. Now, some of these diseases where, you know, it pops up and Mother Nature can't do anything about, then yeah, you best believe I'm gonna get that flu shot. Or I'm sorry, I'm gonna get that vaccination. I'm gonna get that vaccination for my kids.
Don't you want to ride with God's plan? You want to let that, you know, if it's in God's will, then you'll beat it naturally.
No, some of that shit ain't in the will of God to beat naturally.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to stay on this earth, you need to get that vaccination happening.
Well, I think it was like my thing. I'm for all that type of shit, all types of vaccination. The reason why and stuff, whatever. Not only because, part of my hustle, my other hustle and stuff is I do work in healthcare and everything like that, whatever. But the fact is that because, okay, we'll use the state of Washington. State of Washington, I think recently and stuff were considered like they had a state of emergency where they had a measles outbreak and stuff, whatever, I think in a specific place. And they said, I think it was out of the 52 cases of the measles outbreak, 47 of those children and stuff, whatever, or people were not, they did not have any vaccinations. And my thing and stuff is that people and stuff, they sleep on the fact that we had these vaccinations and things and stuff that are put in place for us to expand the human lifespan. Because if you want to look at like King Tut time and stuff, whatever, those people, those pharaohs and everything died at age 22.
Right.
If you consider made it to 30 and stuff, whatever, you can congratulations, you were Osiris. That's the reason why people are freaking out when by the time they hit 30, oh my gosh, I went gray and stuff. And they're like, no, fucker, it's in the cards. Because back then, that's how grandparents were considered grandparents because they made it to their 30s. They lived past the average lifespan.
Right.
Now, my thing and stuff is that these things and stuff are implemented and stuff, whatever, to help make sure we're able to maintain these this lifespan and stuff. The average lifespan and stuff, I guess, for Canadian now, I think it's like 78 years old.
Yeah.
And the average American and stuff, I believe, is a little bit lower. I think it's 72 or something like that. Whatever. I think it's off by a few years, whatever, because I think there's less Canadians, but they still live a little bit more healthier than Americans.
Right.
Right? Japanese person, I heard the bitches like in the 80s, pushing 90s.
Okay.
That's fucking amazing. But all that is included is in the vaccinations. You minus the vaccinations from that thing, the lifespan will definitely be cut shorter.
Okay.
Because in any case and stuff, whatever, let's say you had other things popping off with you before you got the flu. And then when you got the flu, say if your body was sitting percentage-wise sitting at a 38, with the flu, kicks your body down to like a 12% and everything. People are going to say, or the non-vaccination people are going to say that it wasn't the flu that killed you. But I mean, to each his own. Me personally, if you're not for it, you need to stay on that side of the room and cough. Cover your ass up and cough over there. If you for it, then may I wish you a happy little bit longer life and stuff, whatever. But the fact that these parents are cutting it away, like young Ethan over here, whatever, his parents kind of cut him out the equation and stuff, whatever. They felt bad. I think his mother even made a statement to like I think one of the Associated Press.
Yeah.
And she said it felt like when she found out he snuck out and got immunized, got his vaccinations and stuff, shots and stuff, whatever. She said it felt like a literal, not figure of speech, literal spit in the face.
Okay.
Saying that she's a mother, she's a parent, and she doesn't know what she's talking about and stuff, whatever, because she stared away him and his siblings. Granted, he has siblings. He's not the only child.
Right.
So, but I mean, he got smart enough to know, because even some people, they blame, I think, the MMR shot on autism.
Yes.
So, I don't know where people are getting their fake news from or real news and everything. If you don't want to listen to me, wherever you get your information from and stuff, whatever. If you trust the person with your life, take the news from them.
Right.
If you do not trust the people with your life, if you trust the internet with your life, fuck it, get your news from the internet.
Well, some of these reports are coming from medical practitioners. No?
About what? That they're fake? That what the shots are real or legit or they don't work?
That these shots are causing autism.
No.
No?
Not that I heard of, because like even when I was looking into this and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
I was looking into stuff, whatever, and it's more so hearsay. Now, granted, if you want to go with the hashtag Illuminati conspiracy theory type of thing and stuff, that could be excommunicated former doctors,
Right.
or giving their piece and stuff like that, whatever.
Right.
But then you still have to look into set former doctor. Why is set person a former doctor?
Right.
Why is set person like a former type of thing and stuff, whatever? And could they prove this to this date? Like Dr. was it CB?
Yes.
Dr. Sebi? CB?
Yes. Yes.
Like when his case and stuff, whatever, when they said like he's a guy who said he found a cure for AIDS, he found a cure for herpes and all these type of things and stuff, whatever, and they said, we don't believe you.
Right.
And he brought not one, not two, but 70 people.
Yes.
To prove that this is that he literally found a cure.
Right.
For these type of things and stuff, whatever. Right. He brought them full of effect and stuff with it. So like, if you want to excommunicate me as a doctor, I have my proof why I should be considered as a doctor.
Right.
Now, if these excommunicated people and stuff, whatever, can prove why they're excommunicated and stuff, whatever, I'm all for that.
Right.
But if they can't prove that and stuff, whatever, sit down, shut up, and have a lollipop.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like my thing is stuff. I'm not the type of person and stuff. Whatever. Going back to like your boy Jesse Smollett. I'm not the first person and stuff to jump up and say like, if I see it, it's the gospel. No, I'm the type of person and stuff. Whatever. I need to know if it's right for me to believe or right for me to understand and break down. I'm a man of science. I question everything.
All right. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Okay. So let's go back to life expectancy.
Correct.
Right. How much of that would you contribute to disease? Mm-hmm. And how much of that would you contribute to the environment? Because also keep in consideration, back when life expectancy was low, we had a lot of people working in the coal mine industry.
Right.
We had a lot of people who worked in offices where smoking was allowed. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of people who were exposed to environments that were conducive to their health.
Right.
So then, what's the percentage that you say would fall along it being a cause of disease occurring, or it be a cause of your environmental status? Because if we go back to King Tut times, right, and we go back to the situation of the plagues and so forth like that, we can't say what they were dying of. We can say, yes, some form of disease was about.
Right.
But we don't know what disease it was.
So you're saying...
Can we say for 100% sure that that disease might have been rubella? It might have been measles.
Right.
I mean, it could have been something else.
Right.
That may have...
Everything. West Nile, whatever the hell.
Yeah. That may have, over the course of the time, died itself out. And then because the diseases go away and new diseases come all the time.
Fact.
Right?
Fact.
So then, how much are we saying will be environmental versus how much are we saying will be actual diseases itself? Because these are things that we also have to take in consideration.
I think environmental aspect and stuff, whatever, is a little bit different, because I feel like environmental stuff, whatever, especially as people, we adapt to our surroundings and stuff, whatever, right? So it's in the case and stuff, whatever, where like they said that people from like a good portion of people from like I want to say the Scandinavian descent folks, those people and stuff, whatever, they don't really get hit with the I think multiple sclerosis and stuff like that.
Right.
Right, because it's more so, I guess, when they say like a slang term, they say kind of freezing on the brain, but they're used to those kind of type of aspects and stuff and temperatures and freezing on the brain per se type of thing and stuff going on with them, whatever, because from that world. And then it's the same thing where people from like, I guess, African descent, where they're less susceptible to like skin cancers from the sun, because of their environment and stuff, because of the exposure and stuff that they have received and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Right.
So, I mean, environment-wise, whatever, a lot of times as human beings, we learn to adapt to our surroundings and stuff, whatever, before we even know it and stuff, whatever.
Okay.
Right? So, environment, to me, I plays a small percentage and stuff, whatever. Other diseases and stuff, whatever, if that came up, yeah, we probably don't have the facts and the paperwork and stuff, whatever, to prove. We probably never will get those proofs and stuff, whatever. But even now, the times we live in and everything like that, whatever, they can actually break down, autopsy a person and say, well, this person had this, that, and the third. Right. Is it genuine or not, whatever? We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know and stuff, whatever. But most of the time, in most of the cases and stuff, whatever, they will give you, I want to say, like maybe 80% of the time and stuff, they'll let you know, like,
where they can pinpoint
your relative passed because of X, Y, and Z. So if we got to the point right now and stuff with technology and medicine and stuff, where we can determine like the cause of death of a person and everything like whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like we're at the point and stuff where we're at the point where we can monitor before the cause of death. So like if you die of cancer, they can tell you what kind of cancer you're dying from.
Right, yes.
Right? The preventive aspect and stuff, whatever, lifestyle plays a factor and stuff in that, whatever. But you have to know exactly the type of person's lifestyle in between to and fro. I seen some thing and stuff one time and stuff, whatever, the thing on Discovery Channel or ID, they have a thing, Monsters Inside Me, and a lady had like bacteria found her belly button that they found in the soil in Japan, and she never once set foot in the soil of Japan. And that was crazy. Now, granted, she could have been banging somebody who had a Japanese roommate and never washed their clothes, and he probably threw on the shirt. So many type of factors and stuff come into play.
Yes.
Whatever, right? On that lifestyle aspect and stuff, whatever. But yet and still, whatever, if she was to die from set thing and stuff, whatever, they'll say, you're dying from this, and she died of this. So I feel like technology and medicine can wind down those two pieces and stuff, whatever. Lifestyle is a different type of dance. We all do different things and stuff as human beings and stuff, especially living in modern day times.
Right.
So I feel like preventative aspect and stuff, whatever, and your percentage scale, that plays a factor and stuff too, but the average lifespan has definitely expanded, whether you want to believe it or not, but the proof is in the pudding.
Yes. We also have fewer coal miners that suffer from coal mining deaths, related deaths.
Goddamn right, man. Yeah, there's better things than coal, man. We have nuclear fuel now.
All right. Let's say now, because we know viruses can mutate.
TB, tuberculosis.
And we have, and every year they come up with a new concoction for the flu shot, because what may have worked on the flu shot last year,
correct,
may not work on the flu shot this year, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, with that in mind, an organism not as complex as the human can mutate and protect itself from a particular strain of vaccination. Why is it that humans can't protect themselves or mutate to protect themselves from a particular virus, let's say? And not to say that they can't, because you have there is cases where a virus may harm one person, but another person may be totally immune to it. There's cases where, it's funny, I just watched this the other day on we some real A&E Discovery channel watching motherfuckers.
Why the fuck not?
I was watching this. What was it? It was Unsolved Mysteries. It's the one where they always find they always go and find the murder victim, some forth like this.
Yeah, Unsolved Mysteries.
Dude, he had a thing for elderly women, where he would befriend them, get himself inside the will and shit, then poison them and kill them off. Right?
Right.
This
they,
one...
They had that long to live, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was this one elderly couple where it was a husband and wife. And this is how he got caught, because he had done this before, killed off another elderly couple, but they couldn't pin it to him or whatever.
Right.
This couple now, all right? The husband, he put small amounts of, I think it was arsenic he was using. Small amounts of arsenic.
Because that's harder to detect.
Right. In the husband and the wife's food. Right? But for some reason, the wife had built up a resistance to it. So when the husband passed away, the wife was hunky-dory and fine, and she wouldn't kick the bucket.
She's still kicking it.
She's still kicking it.
Right.
So eventually, that's how they had caught him, because the wife had built up a resilience to the arsenic.
Right.
Now, if that happens naturally in nature, right? How long do you think, if we don't intervene, as far as the flu is concerned, the measles, rubella, and stuff like that, how long do you think it would take the human race, or how many generations do you think it would take, or possibly take, for us to build up a natural resistance?
Probably 3,
things?
But you remember,
probably about 3.
Probably 3, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, even in that story and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
There's difference between the husband and the wife, like lifestyle wise.
Yeah.
Let's say the wife and stuff whatever probably had a different type of diet. That's what I'm saying. We have to factor in everything. Let's say the husband and stuff whatever had a situation and stuff where he would drink a beer a day, and the liver is a powerhouse of your body.
Right.
So if he was drinking like beer every day and stuff whatever, he's weakening his liver and stuff each day.
Got it.
Right. And then the wife, she passed up. She might drink like maybe every social gathering or something like that and everything. And her system is always up to par. That's what people always fail to realize and stuff, whatever, is that you have to look at everything holistically on that person. From what they're eating, how they're working out, the lifestyle that they're living, and everything stuff comes into play.
Right.
Because you can have 2 people and stuff that are husband or wife, same way, having the same kind of dinner and everything.
Yeah.
But let's say during the day, when they're not around each other, she's having salad. And during the day when he's not around her, he might have a donut.
Right.
And who knows what that donut might entail and stuff, whatever, besides the basic, like, doughy sweetness and everything and stuff, whatever. What if it had other shit, whatever, right? There's so many other factors and stuff that comes into play, but people fail to look at those type of things and just look at one other aspect and stuff, whatever. Like, same way you said it, they're like, nigga, the wife is an X-Men. She survived that shit, but the husband didn't. And some other person was probably saying like, yeah, because women live longer than men anyway. Y'all can't kill a good bitch. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But I mean, that's where it comes into play and stuff like that. But we have to look at it holistically. And a lot of people and stuff like that, they just want to see one part and assume the bigger picture.
Right.
That's why I always tell people and stuff whatever, like, you have to make sure what you're looking at on this photo. If you're just honing down one part, look at the big photo and stuff, whatever, too. Because even like people with the TB, like I said, TB and stuff, whatever. Think about it. Antibiotics, they've been pumping for years. Facts. In our foods and our meats and everything.
Yeah.
The animals that we killed and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Penicillin and all that type of stuff, whatever. Human body has now developed a resistance towards penicillin. Now that some people have to go stronger than penicillin, or some people got an allergic reaction to penicillin.
Right.
Because the human body and stuff is able to learn. That's why I said 3 generations of not doing anything.
Yeah.
The human body will probably learn.
Probably pick it up.
And like pick it up and say like, all right, well, this was heavy in this child, but through the DNA passing and all that type of stuff, whatever, has a little tip in it. You seen Planet of the Apes?
Yes.
You see how Caesar was. Caesar's mom got the whole gas effect and everything like that, and he's the one that came out learning and speaking and stuff, whatever. It's like that.
Got it.
It happens like that and stuff, whatever, within the body and stuff, whatever, too. But like I said, people fail to miss the step with it, and then people looking like monkeys are riding horses. That's it. Be like, how did it happen?
How did it happen?
How did it happen? Still, there has to be a stage 1 or a step 1 and stuff to the mix, right?
I got it. All right.
All right, so we have the question moment. Question of the week is, which hurts more? A gunshot wound or finding out you have been cheated on and you're still going to work with that hurt? Not your average Joseph. The world would like to hear your response.
I'm gonna have to go with gunshot wound.
Gunshot wound? Shit.
Yeah.
You never been cheated on?
Yeah, I have. But I'm still have to say gunshot wound.
Yeah? I don't know, man.
You don't know?
I feel like the cheating on for me, man. We had to see separate ways on this shit because I've been cheated on and I had to pick up and still go to work and go make this money. And to know for a fact that, what is it? It's that I always hear it on a Denzel meme. Don't think about it too much. And like if you quietly by yourself and you get lost in your thoughts, and you thought about like, yo, I can't believe this heifer did this shit to me. Yo, you have to leave work early, take a sick day, man.
So you ain't never gone to work and that shit happened to you and shorty on the second floor coming and see you all looking down in the presence. What's wrong, Mom?
You gotta maintain the fuck up out of that thing. You'd be like, my girl cheated on me and stuff for that. She'd probably be like, whoa. Maybe you should take some time to yourself. You thinking porno wise. You thinking like, oh, she cheated on you? You want to go to the back room? No.
I'm thinking.
That's not the case, man.
I'm thinking.
That's expectations, not reality.
Why you? You have shit together. You're such a good looking man. I wouldn't do you like that.
Yeah, see? Expectations versus reality, man. You gonna get that shit.
You get
shot
gunshot,
down.
you line it. Oh shit, this more hurt. Oh
yeah.
Damn, I'm dying.
Yeah.
You're not dying, Mr. Harvey. No, I'm dying. I'm dying.
You gonna go through some shit. But as I'm saying, a gunshot wound, yes, it would hurt, and absolutely and stuff for that. But my thing and stuff is that hurt to be for that duration. Maybe that day. Maybe for a few days.
I'm gonna ask you, what's gonna take longer to heal? The gunshot wound or your broken heart?
Woo! Broken heart.
Your broken heart?
Where do broken hearts go? Yo, this should be a sing-along. Call this episode Sing-Along with the Champs. Yo. Do they find their way home? Yo.
We went from climbing every mountain to where the broken hearts go.
The Sing-Along with the Champs, man. That's what the fuck this episode should be called. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, a broken heart or that feeling, trust, man. Me, I've been through that shit several times, whatever, right? I think maybe if I was tall, if I was 6'1", I'd probably be on the opposite end of the scale.
You would have bounced back?
Yeah, no, I'd be on the opposite end of the scale. I'd be giving the cheating.
You'd be giving
Jamaica, I'd be giving the bun.
You'd be giving the bun.
I won't be getting the bun, you know what I'm saying?
Getting bun with the cheese.
Yo, I'd have been giving the bun, whatever. Like, yo, this shit hurt, man. That shit hurt. Like, and then you gotta function all straight and everything. Yo, me personally, can't eat, can't sleep properly, all types of screwed up and stuff with it. Like I said, you get shot, whatever, you be in that pain, they give you some painkillers, they slide you some jello, and then if you may bounce back with it, depending on where the gunshot wound is. Mm-hmm. Like if you get shot in your leg or your thigh or somewhere kind of meaty and stuff, whatever, you might be alright. If you get shot in your spine and everything and stuff like whatever, you gotta pick up paces and stuff for the back in life because you might not be able to walk again and stuff whatever. So it would be a same type of long effect and everything, but there's still life after. Both sides are still life after.
Listen, man. You get a broken heart, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you gonna feel it for a while. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I can contest to that. It's happened to me. I felt it for a while, but at some point, that broken heart heals. Somebody comes around and heals that broken heart, and you move on. You gonna look at that gunshot wound for the rest of your life, bro. It's gonna be a constant reminder that someone tried to kill your ass.
So you mean to tell me you gonna forget that Sharkeisha broke your heart in like friggin' the 8th grade or some shit like that? Much less. You gonna forget that Boom Shika and stuff, whatever. Screwed on you with your best friend.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm only remembering about my broken heart because you brought it up this episode. I can show you the cut on my hand right now I got from the exit sign. That every time I look at it, I remember, oh shit, I got cut from an exit sign.
Man, I don't know. Some of my battle scars in my body, I probably forgot how I got them and stuff. Unless they like traumatic enough, or whatever, to kind of get me, whatever. Because I don't know. Me personally, even like the older I get, I even look at my finger and stuff like, how the hell I cut my finger? Yeah. When did I cut my finger? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I forget about that like that fast, whatever. So it's possible.
This one I look at it right now, man. It's just I call it the Nike because it was a Nike sign.
Shit.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it. I did it. Got my ass some stitches for it.
Yo, we on the Axe of Sons portion and stuff, whatever. Now the show.
But you know what? But that's a good question. Maybe you should throw that up on the IG and
absolutely
see if you could get any responses from them.
Absolutely.
What would hurt more, the gunshot wound or broken heart? We want to know.
Absolutely.
We want to know.
We gonna throw it up there. I'm gonna throw it up there on the mix.
And if you were in a throuple relationship,
we want to.
What happened if you got shot? Or did one of them leave the relationship and you got a broken heart?
I know, but you still got one. We still got a backup.
You still got the backup. Either way, you got the backup.
You might be kind of safe though, man. Axe of Sons now. So one of my peoples and stuff, whatever, I follow personally and stuff, whatever. Her name, she goes by the name My Hole Is Your Goal. And she asked, if a woman texts a man after 10 p.m., WYD, do men know what that means? Do you know what that means?
No, you see,
I had to Google it to figure out what she meant by that, whatever, before I responded back to her and stuff, whatever, for show purposes. But
so what was the acronym again?
WYD.
WYD. What you doing?
I thought so too.
Oh no, it's not what you doing.
No.
Oh shit, I would have failed this test.
Yeah. So after 10 p.m., I learned that after 10 p.m. when a woman says that, it says...
Where's your dick?
Wants your dick.
Wants your dick. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I guess men don't know. I had to look it up. So I guess men don't know. I'm not speaking for all the men.
For those who can't see, because this is a audio broadcast, I'm raising my hand up because I did not know. I would have replied with like making myself a sandwich. You did ask me what I'm doing.
After 10 p.m. It's true. Tensai Senpai back at it again. Said, is there only one way to be black? And the other part of the question is that are Africans black? And who controls the black card? So, my answer, there's not one way to be black. Because I want to say black, I guess some people say like, when you talk a specific type of way or carry yourself in a specific type of demeanor, it's considered you being black. My thing and stuff is that same way an Asian guy can act, the same way a black guy can act. Yeah. And he's still going to be black.
Listen. I got some white friends that are more blacker than black people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
man.
so yeah, there's definitely more than one way you can be black. You can be black through your attitude. You can be black through your surroundings. You can be black through your choice of music, man.
And the point we say, are Africans black? On a holistic scale, to me, yes. But an American thing, no. The reason why I say, I remember when I was in high school and stuff, whatever, in Cleveland, Ohio, we had a Nigerian dude. Dude came from Nigeria. He was in the class with us.
Right.
And my man, he looked at us and stuff, whatever. And when the teacher said something about African Americans and stuff, whatever, he raised his hand and said, you guys aren't really considered Africans because you guys been generationally removed from Africa.
Right.
So you guys shouldn't be considering yourself Africans and stuff for that. So the teacher got upset. He was a black teacher.
Yeah.
And he said, he's like, why aren't we African and stuff? He's like, no. To us, continental folks, like pertaining to African people, he said, no, we're just American black people, just considered black people. They're not considered African Americans.
Right.
So you feel the same way too?
You making sense.
No. When he said it, it made sense.
Sense,
so that's why from there, that's why I feel like Africans holistically, like if we're looking at other races and stuff, like looking at the black race, whatever. Yes, they're black. Yeah. But like in between black people and stuff, whatever, not to add segregation, separation to it, whatever. They're not. They're doing their own thing. Because an African person and stuff, whatever. To me, you could be from Egypt. You're still African, and you're not melanin dark.
Right. I would say they're still black. Right? Mm-hmm. They just African black. You have American, and I would divide it as you have African black, you have an American, you have. I wouldn't even stop at American. I would probably say North American, or even say Western civilization black, as opposed to Eastern civilization black. Because
geologically, you're saying
geologically,
gotcha,
right? Because he's right. You can't. We really can't consider ourselves African American if every time somebody asks, "What are you?" and you say, "I'm American."
Yeah, you were born in North Carolina or some shit like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Where your parents from? They were born in North Carolina too.
Yeah.
Where your granny from? Oh, she was from Georgia, but she moved to North Carolina. Be like, you like 3 times removed from Africa. Right. I see it.
I see where it's coming from.
I see
where it's coming from. What was the last?
Last piece?
The last piece of that?
Who controls the black card? I think who controls the black card itself, to be honest, whatever, it's you. It's you. If you're a black person, you control the black card. No one can define and stuff, whatever, what you being black or whatever you do or stuff, whatever. If you consider yourself black, we live in a trans time.
Yeah.
We live in a trans time. If you feel like you're transracial, you feel like you're all black and everything, can't no one debate that and argue that, whatever. That's just you. So you control the black card. I don't know how you feel about that.
If you're biracial, can you hold the black and white card?
Hell yeah, you can. Look at Drake.
Yeah, you're right.
He's holding both, man.
You're right.
No Kathy _ says, can you two name a bad habit that you each have? What's your bad habit that you know of? Because a lot of times when you have bad habits and stuff, whatever, when you're so used to it, I feel like it's just like a second part of you, like a nature.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Like I'm the king of perverts, so I know for a fact, like second nature to me and stuff, whatever, is that I'm just gonna look at booty.
But is that a bad habit?
That's what I'm saying. Like, because you're used to it.
Because I'm trying to think of
it is Me Too time. Yes, it is. It is Me Too time.
And it's Me Too time. It is.
That's a bad damn habit.
But if you keep it to yourself and it's Me Too times, is it still a bad habit?
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Some people might write off as a mental illness. So
I'm trying to think of that one.
I think one bad habit that I know I have and stuff, whatever, is that I laugh inappropriate at sometimes I'm not supposed to be laughing at. And I realized it afterwards and everything. So I remember, like, a friend of mine, she was telling me and another person stuff, a story about her mom and some guy drinking, whatever, right? And her mom is married.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, at this party, my mom and this guy was drinking and they were fucking. I'm like, wait, what? And I started laughing instantaneously. So she's like, no, my mom wasn't fucking and drinking a random guy or something. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I kept laughing. Yeah. Like, what? That's the narrative.
The way it came out, right? It's the way it came out.
I laugh at inappropriate times. That's my bad habit and stuff, whatever. I try to hone it in and stuff, whatever, but fuck it. I just let it go.
I would probably have to say, and I think we spoke about this. Probably my bad habit is, and I'm still trying to ease my way out of it, is prejudging. where I see somebody that
Mr. Joseph, are you prejudiced?
I see somebody, I may not know nothing about them, but I've already formulated an idea. And I don't know if I'll be ever able to escape that. Mm-hmm. I think we all do it to some form of extent, but I'm trying to do it less. I'm trying to not have any preconceived notion about a person until I have that first conversation.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. That's it for me today, man. You got anything?
Not that I can think of, but I think the last podcast I did So Says the Sons. I don't know if you got one that you wanna drop off real quick.
I'm gonna stick on my breadwinner. Your ego is not your amigo.
So says the Sons?
Man. Yeah, man.
So Says the Sons. Alright, well that's it, man.
We're good.
Remember, catch us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, and now YouTube. Go tell a friend, go tell an enemy, tell anybody that'll listen to you. Podical Sons is on deck.
Alright. Thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Take care, peace and love.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.